What is up, guys? It's your boy Rick Gakis, and today we have a brand new Xur Inventory review for the weekend of April 18th to the 21st. The Easter Bunny brings chocolate. Let's see what Xur brings, and so let's get started. Alright, let's take a look at what he has. Firstly, for the Catalyst, well, we have the Prospector Catalyst. Remember, the Prospector was recently reworked and now it has cluster bombs. It's doing some crazy stuff, so not a terrible one. The Black Talon Catalyst is an interesting one. The Black Talon can do some crazy stuff. I remember getting clapped by it in Gambit way back in the day, but neither of these are super meta, so just be aware of that. Then for the exotics, we have the Shards of Galanor. 63, not spiky, is not what I want to see. Then we have the Peacekeepers. This is a pretty good roll. Like 64 could be a bit higher, but a big discipline spike followed up by resilience is kind of what you want to see. And guys, if you haven't tried the Barrow Dyad with target lock and the Peacekeepers, oh my goodness, it's insane. The blighted rounds get boosted by the Peacekeepers. You can melt even like dungeon bosses and stuff just with the Barrow Dyad. It's crazy. Then guys, we have, oh my goodness, we'll talk about spiky. We have Karnstein Armlets 69 with 230 spikes. Now the downside here is that one of them is intellect. Recovery is fantastic. That's kind of what we want to see on a warlock, but intellect is really not. With that being said, again, this is undoubtedly extremely high stat and spiky. And remember, guys, when the next DLC comes out, the Edge of Fate DLC, Bungie is reworking armor, existing armor like these exotics. Some of these stats are going to be changing to other factors, so might actually be a good idea to just buy these and speculate. Then we've got exotic ciphers. Unfortunately, no exotic class items, but we do have Artifice Class Items, guys. This is actually a crazy one because, I mean, there's no stats. So you just get the Artifice Armor benefit of having that extra mod socket with no downsides. Guys, if you're a newer player, more casual player, if you don't have an Artifice Class Armor, I think this is a must buy. This is actually crazy because, again, we've had Artifice Armor sold at Xur before, but sometimes it has terrible rolls. Not this time, because there's no roll to be bad. So you just get all the benefits of Artifice Armor with none of the downsides. Again, 100% if you don't have an Artifice class item, buy this, don't even think about it. Then guys, moving on from there for the random offer, well, we do have Crucible engrams this weekend. So hey, you don't have to grind the Crucible, you can just buy these and turn them into Crucible weapons. Then for the other stuff here, well, we have the Thunderlord. If for whatever reason you don't have this, buy this, it's fantastic. Then the Skyburner's Oath, kind of an interesting scout rifle, but not super meta. We have the Surus Regime, again, interesting auto, not very meta. Then we have a Hawkmoon here with Moving Target, which we do not really want to see. Hammerforge Rifling is actually one of the better barrels. And then Textured Grip, overall, it's just kind of okay. Moving on from there to the weapon rolls here. Heating Up Wellspring, no thank you. Perpetual Frenzy is actually not that bad. It's one of the better rolls this SMG can get. If you really need a stasis SMG, you could consider this, but in the grand scheme of things, there are much better SMGs out there. Remember, it is craftable. You can buy this and use one Deep Sight Harmonizer if you have like 4 out of 5 on the pattern. Then we have the Widow's Bite, Pulse Monitor, Disruption Break, no thank you. We have an Overflow, Killing Wind, Deadpan Delivery, Overflow is not bad, but Killing Wind I don't want to see. Then we have Energy Transfer Surrounded, Temptation's Hook, nah, not really interested in that. Firmly Planted, Kill Clip, Corsair's Wrath, nope. And Thresh Surrounded, Crown Splitter, absolutely not. Moving on from there, let's check the rarity of the Midnight Exigent set on Light.gg. Well, this set was originally added back in Season 3 with the Warmind expansion, and it is one of the rarest sets Xur can sell, with only 41% of Guardians having access to this. Now, we started at like 20%, but since then Xur has sold it over and over again, so it is getting more common, but again, it's still much less common than other sets Xur sells, and one of the coolest looking sets in the game in my opinion. Now, taking a look at the actual rolls here, 65 massive strength spike. If you're putting together a Titan melee build, you could consider this. 65 not too spiky, no thank you. 67 massive discipline spike, but also massive mobility spike, so darn it, too much mobility in my opinion. 65 mobility and strength, again, too much mobility. Let's check the Warlock. All right, for the Warlock, again, no roll here, it's just the class item. Then for the sword, Thresh counterattack, no thank you. And then for the armor, 62, not really too spiky, no thank you. 66, not spiky. 62, just kind of mid. And 63, again, pretty mid. Let's check the Hunter. All right, for the Hunter, let's check the sword here. Relentless flash counter, I mean, not terrible if you're using the Titan Stronghold build. Remember, you can use this on a Titan since they removed the class requirements, but it's also kind of the wrong... Well, Void's not a terrible element. You could consider this if you want to try it on the Titan. Also going to get that movement speed bonus from lightweight frame, so kind of an interesting one. Then for the armor here, 67 recovery and strength. Too much strength in my opinion, but 67 is pretty high. 66, big recovery spike. Well, if you need that, you could pick this up. 62, big mobility spike. Finally on a class that wants it, but it's not that amazing. And then 64, really not too spiky. And guys, really the highlight this week is these Artifice class items. Like, no matter your class, you don't have to worry about getting a good roll. It's like, if you don't have an Artifice class item, 100% buy this because it's just outright better than every other class item you have because of this Artifice slot. Gonna help you more easily get your stats for your builds. And so guys, that's it for the video. Hope you enjoyed and found this informative. If you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating and especially sharing this video. If you guys want to see more Destiny 2 content similar to this, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. If you want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at RickCacus. That is linked in the description down below. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.